Now, MTV Sugar has been known to give young people a platform to showcase as well, especially but not limited to if you have a fine face. Everybody's always just so fine on that MTV Sugar. I don't know how they do it. And Alvin is also one of those people.
Yes, he is.
And can you hear us now, Alvin?
Hey, clearly. Hi, guys. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Look at that smile.
I'm telling you, very bright and sharp. It's good to have you join us.
You guys are making me blush.
You need to let us in on that journey that you've had in the industry, you know. First of all, what on earth made you go for a pageant? Beauty pageant?
Have you seen him? He's a hunk.
Well, yeah. Apart from that.
Well, at the time, yeah. Well, I wanted to go into acting, but again, I was also a model. So I was like, okay, how do I wanted to go into acting, but I didn't want to start from as at the time, I didn't want to start from the scratch. You get like going for auditions. I want to come in as some sort of king who producers are going to be like, you know, rolling over to get and all that. So I was like, okay, what's the easiest way, or what's the closest way to what I do, to what I can do that I can, used to, what kind of platform can I just go on and become like this king there, and the producers in Nollywood will like rush. Since I can't sing, I'm not a singer, so I was like, okay, I'm a model, so how about let's go for a pageant, a male pageant. So basically that was how Mr. Ideal came about as a band. But again, never worked because apparently Nollywood producers are they don't really care about you being a model or anything. I still have to go back to I still have to go back to going for auditions and all that. But thank God for where we are today.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you've worked with one of Nollywood's foremost producers, Funke Akindele. What has that experience been like?
Well, it's been quite awesome, I would say. She's such an amazing person to work with. She's one of my mentors, actually.
Oh, nice.
She's somebody, and I didn't just work with her as an actor alone. I worked with her as a screenwriter as well.
Oh.
I worked on 2 or 3 seasons of Jenifa's Diary before I had to leave. And what most people don't know about my character on Jenifa's Diary was I came in as an extra.
Oh,
You get. So my character came in as an extra when we first started in, I think, December 2014 or 15. I'm not so sure right now. That was the series, not the movie. But my character was one of those extra Wakapass, they call them. So basically, one of my friends and I, Auntie Funke, kind of developed a liking towards us. Because we're always there. Whenever they're calling somebody, we're like the first to show up. So the next thing was like, okay, let's start giving these people lines instead of just wakaing about. So basically, in fact, Austin, my character was never in the script.
Wow.
She just gave me that name and said, like, yo, and what should we call you now? How about Henry? No, Austin. I'm like, Austin.
Are you serious? Wow.
And the next thing is like calling me Austin. So basically, that was it. And I think after season 1, my character traveled for some reason. Then we lost contact for a bit. Then there was a script I wrote, and we were shooting it in Amen Estate at the time. And they were also shooting Jenifa's Diary. And the next thing, so the producer of that film, Charles Granville, so Auntie Funke was like, oh, Auntie Funke, meet my writer that wrote this. So she recognized me, yo, Austin from season 1, how far now? Where have you been? What's been happening? So the next thing, you know what? You write now, yeah? We need new writers on Jenifa's Diary. How about you come back as a writer? And we also look at how your character will come back into the series. And I'm like, okay. Yeah.
Wow. It feels like you had a very interesting journey, and it doesn't feel like it was very challenging. It felt like you just felt you entered one particular gap that was specially made for you.
Well, I would say that. I mean, it kind of always looks like that when you're doing what you're meant to do. Like it's not challenging. Like you just dropped from heaven and things just started working. But I'm still going to say it's really challenging. I've gone for so many auditions that I was never picked. I've been in so many top-notch auditions that like, oh, I want to get this role. If I get this role like this, I'll be like on top of the world. But I never got picked. But again, I've done it.
So yes,
movies to that. I go through auditions.
All right. Talking about roles, what is that role, that challenging role that you're so looking forward to, that you think it's going to take you to the peak of your career?
Well, that challenging role. The funniest is, do you mean something I've played before or something I want to play?
Okay.
Want to play. Want to play.
Okay, want. I honestly, you can't really say. You can't really say because some of these roles, it's not just about you playing the role alone. It's about the producers of the film pushing it as well. As we all know, PR is like the main thing nowadays. There's so many movies that I have acted. I mean, a couple of movies that I played some really challenging characters, and maybe for one reason or the other, the producers don't push the film, they don't release the film. So, and some as well that we just think, oh, it's just going to be there. Like, for example, I'm going to give an example of a character I played in a movie.
Okay.
It's okay. I played, funny enough, I played Funke, and I played a crush. I was crushing on her. She's my sister's friend, but I was crushing on her, kind of.
Yeah.
That's Funke Akindele. So, the character was very, I mean, it's not a lead character. It's just one of those characters I played. I'm like, okay, let's just play a lead. But till today, people still talk about my character, and people still buzz me like every day. I watched this yesterday. I watched this, and I never even knew the character was. I mean, I'm like, this character is the. You get.
Okay, so is it that you don't have any sights on action roles, or things like that? You don't have your eyes on those kind of things?
Oh, of course I do. Why not? Why not? Of course I do. But I'm just trying to say that it's not about the kind. Of course, if you ask me the kind of roles I feel like I want to play, I would say that yeah, this, that. But I'm just saying you don't really know the role that will make you big, the way
make
you're
you
putting
blow.
it.
Oh. And with
make
that,
it blow. Exactly.
I actually think he's answered the question. You never know
exactly what role, what that role would be.
You will never know.
Thank you so much. It's been such an awesome conversation, you know.
Talking to you. Thank you so much. And once the lockdown is officially over, make sure you come making a date with us in the studio. You have to come check us out right here in our studios.
Of course, definitely. Of course, definitely.
All right.
Have
a great day.
Have
Bye.
a great day as well.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.